Yo, sup, Leaf here, giving you my thoughts and a recap to the THQ Nordic 2023 Digital Showcase, with THQ seemingly bringing their A game these past few years because there are a lot, and I mean a lot of games that they seem to be working on. After the showcase, there was a note that said there are currently 37 games in development under THQ Nordic, and 20 of them are still unannounced. There seems to be a lot of new stuff this year, some surprise sequels, and games that I'm not even exactly sure what they are yet. First off, we have Alone in the Dark, and what seems to be a remake of the original game released way back in 1992. For some of us, our experience with the series probably started with the 2008 video game. With the advent of the remakes and remasters, it's about time that we get a fresh new look in this survival horror series. With an all-star cast starring Jodie Comer as Emily Hartwood and David Harbour as Edward Carnby, I guess we can assume that narrative-wise, we are in for a wild ride. The next one is a new South Park game. Okay, this one is a doozy. Hearing Cartman's voice got me so hyped up, as well as the rest of the chat spamming South Park, like, no way! Then we finally get a glimpse of Cartman and confusion ensues. Like, why is it in 3D? Why is it 3D? I think it's safe to say that everyone who was anticipating a new South Park game, myself included, was assuming it to be another installment of the beloved RPG series. Unfortunately, the game seems to be foregoing the 2D South Park aesthetic, and instead of an RPG, it seems to be a 3-player co-op action hack and slash game. Although by the end of the trailer, Cartman can be heard calling the attention of the new kid, and as you may know, in the previous games, you as a player play as the new kid, the main character of the first South Park RPG games. So, I guess we can assume that despite being a completely different genre, this game may be a continuation of the South Park RPG saga. This next one is just goddamn beautiful. A direct sequel of the 1999 Outcast and its 2017 remake, Outcast Second Contact, Outcast A New Beginning looks like a welcome addition to the franchise. Being able to showcase a world such as Outcasts in the modern era of high-fidelity graphics and immersive gameplay brings much joy to adventure fans such as myself. The trailer gave me the impression that this is Outcast, but bigger, better, and most of all, a hell of a lot more fun. The next one is a Hot Wheels type racing game, kinda like Ubisoft's Trackmania, if you guys are familiar with that. In Recreation, you can create your own custom racetracks, fill it with hundreds of clutter, pretty much fill the tracks with whatever you can think of. And the best part, you can build with your friends? That's actually crazy. And of course, being a racing game, car customization is an absolute must. Personally, I like crazier racing games, but I prefer a more grounded approach like Need for Speed, but we'll see where this game goes, and maybe I'll go check it out in the future. And now we have Titan Quest 2. Now, this is freaking exciting, okay? To be honest, watching the trailer during the reveal, I couldn't figure out what the trailer was for. Sisters of Fate, Sparta, Angry Gods, it was a mystery to me because I never would have imagined that they would make another Titan Quest. Being a massive fan of Grim Dawn and finished the campaign way too many times, I've also treated myself to its precursor, Titan Quest, and I absolutely loved it. So when the title card rolled, my jaw just dropped. No freaking way I just read Titan Quest 2. 2023 has already been looking like a really good year for the ARPG genre, with the release of Diablo and the announcement of Path of Exile 2, but this one makes it even better. Way better. The next one is also a bit of a treat, because it's an RTS and management hybrid. If you want to know something about me, it's that I absolutely adore strategy games. RTS, city builders, grand strategy games, you name it. I dabble in any type of strategy game I can get my hands on. A couple of strategy games that I'm fond of are Company of Heroes and Frostpunk, and Last Train Home actually feels like a mix of these two. The trailer showed a Company of Heroes style real-time combat where covers are essential and it's very important not to lose your squads, but in this case, each individual character has the same importance. Coupled with having to manage your train to ensure the survival of your people, this game is turning out to be one that really is worth checking into. The Trine series has cemented itself as one of the best couch co-op games out there, so it's no surprise that a sequel to the widely successful Trine 4 was already in the works. Team up with your friends to solve puzzles, fight monsters, and defeat bosses. Don't have any friends? Then maybe this game is not. The next one is a cute little alien survival game called Space for Sale. I couldn't help but be reminded of Astroneer when I was watching the trailer, but I gotta admit, this cute little planet survival game looks actually pretty fun. And after writing the previous sentence, I looked up the game's premise and it's actually a tycoon game? So, in Space for Sale, you make alien houses for your alien clients and even sell those houses for big profits. It had me with Tycoon Game. I should have known when I first read the title, to be honest. Way of the Hunter was THQ Nordic's take on The Hunter, Call of the Wild. The game's been released since August of last year, and this is a showcase for their newest content drop, a paid DLC called Tikamoon Plains, which adds an entirely new savanna map filled with new wildlife to enhance your hunting experience. I haven't really tried these types of games, but if you want me to cover one of them, let me know down in the comments. Now we have this one. Tempest Rising. This is the only reason that I even stayed up until 3 AM watching the damn THQ showcase. It's been decades, and after the cancellation of General Stew, I have been begging for a new Command & Conquer game in whatever shape or form. So even though Tempest Rising is not exactly a Command & Conquer game, I'll still take it. Tempest Rising is a massive W for the RTS community, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Unfortunately, even after this showcase, we still don't have a release date, but it's fine. Take your time. Don't mess this up. Next one is a what the hell. One of the classics of the classics, open world adventure games, is finally getting a remake. But not gonna lie, the trailer didn't really get me excited. Compared to the Outcast remake that is seemingly trying to enhance every aspect of the game, the Gothic trailer looks a bit too dated. But I am happy to be proven wrong. Lastly, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. Now, this is something new, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, but it looks grim and dark compared to its predecessors. It also seems to be set in Japan rather than in New York, or maybe it is in New York, but fused with Japanese culture and architecture. Kinda like San Francisco in Big Hero 6, but I can't really say much with the teaser offering little to no information about anything in the game. But if this is an adaptation of the comics, then The Last Ronin will be about Michelangelo's pursuit of revenge against the Foot Clan, which annihilated his family. That's all I got for today. I'm really excited about some of these releases, specifically Titan Quest 2 and Tempest Rising. I've been watching news about Tempest Rising ever so closely awaiting its release, and Titan Quest 2 was actually a pretty pleasant surprise. I'll be exploring the Command & Conquer games and some RPG soon, so make sure to hit that subscribe button for more gaming content. Oh, and I stream on Twitch sometimes, so you can catch me there and we can chat maybe. All the links in the description. Before I end the video, I just found out that Tempest Rising is actually holding a playtest right now on Steam, so expect my next video to be a Tempest Rising video. Anyway, this has been VeryWetLeaf, really excited about upcoming games, and I'll see you guys on the next one.